here in Silicon Valley. It's the 10th season of the iconic Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, next to its noisy neighbors, Apple, Alphabet, parent of Google. And it's been a big decade. There's a big decade to come. Guido, San Francisco 49ers president, joins us on set. You know, we always talk about the impact that big tech companies have in Silicon Valley. You guys are right in the heart of it, and you've put out some data on the dollars flying out of the stadium. Just run us through what you've announced.
Yeah, super excited to announce this morning that Levi Stadium in its 10 seasons has generated $2 billion of economic impact in our region, you know, employing nearly 12,000 people over those course of the 10 years. And Ed, I think really what's amazing in that is 2 years of that was really impacted by a global pandemic where we didn't have live events. So I think about it as only 8 years, and now looking forward to Super Bowl and World Cup. We're really excited.
The big story of the year for Caroline and I is this huge economic phenomenon called Taylor Swift. Have you heard?
It's for my daughters as well. I have 3 daughters, 14, 12, and 10. I know all about friendship bracelets. Yes, so fantastic.
You guys had a tour date in July for Taylor Swift, but now looking at what's happening on social media, did you guys feel that economic effect from Taylor Swift?
We absolutely did. $33 million, in fact, of that, which is the largest concert we've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. She is a force to be reckoned with, as we know. And look, I think that is, to me, it's a microcosm of the power of live. Sports and entertainment is back. Coming out of the pandemic, we all thought, is this the pandemic bounce? It's not. It's here to stay. We talk about what we're seeing in the streaming world with people watching it. We talk about what's happening in stadiums with people going. It's never been better than it is right now.
I mean, we'll see when the Chiefs come to town how that affects all things of the games. But more, how are you trying to ensure that you're at the cutting edge? When we just see the Sphere, for example, I know when I was up there in the ordering my beers at the 49ers game, I was doing it all through an app, and that felt really ahead of the time in 2016. How are you continuing to iterate as you look towards the next 10 years?
It's a great question, Caroline. And we're going to spend about $250 million over the course of the next 10 years at Levi Stadium, updating and enhancing it, not just for the fan experience, but frankly for the events that are come. We were awarded Super Bowl 60, which will happen in February of 2026. We were also awarded the World Cup in the summer of 2026. That will not happen, obviously, in any other city outside of the Bay Area. And for that, you know, our fans, and not just our fans on 49ers game days, but fans around the globe are wanting the best technology. They're wanting the best content. They're wanting the best experience. So we're going to continue to invest our dollars to make sure that happens.
And I think when you're thinking about the experience of artificial intelligence and all the ways that you can adopt, I mean, you're not only serving as president of San Francisco 49ers, but you're also part of a consulting firm where you're at Elevate, really thinking about how other companies are adopting all of this. It's happening quickly enough. Do you feel that really you're owning that space?
Yeah, I think it's as you know, you report on it every day, it's an evolving space. And I think sports and the ecosystem that we see around it right now is to get to a point where we can increase the fan experience on game day. But frankly, that's only the 700,000 people that come to San Francisco 49ers games. If you think about the 49ers ecosystem from a fan base perspective, we have over 10 million fans across the globe. And so we think about ourselves as a sports and entertainment franchise that's really global in nature. And we need all these technology firms to help us reach those fans wherever they are.
For example, the rights that you have in the UK, international marketing rights, outside of the stadium, how are you going to grow revenue and eyeballs? Is it a streaming first strategy? Because you're also bound by the NFL, so...
Yes, we're bound by the NFL as it relates to media rights, but we're not bound by the NFL as it relates to sports and marketing rights and marks in those markets. So, Ed, you're absolutely correct. The San Francisco 49ers have rights to Mexico and London today. And what we're doing in Mexico, we played a game there in Mexico City last year where we saw tremendous fan engagement. I think the highest gate in NFL history as it relates to an international game played. On the England side in the UK, not only do the San Francisco 49ers own Leeds United, which is in the championship now, but we are activating daily. I know we have a global watch party coming up for our game. We're playing this Sunday night in prime time against the Dallas Cowboys. So again, it's all about reaching those fans wherever they are.
Brits, they love football in all its forms and guises. Guido, we love it. Thank you, President of San Francisco 49ers.